Well, hey everybody. What I wanted to do in this video was just give a quick rundown of what I'd like to do today. The main thing the main challenge for today is to get the 4 pages that we created already. Right now, they're all on your Chromebook or whatever machine it is that where you wrote them, and they're not accessible to anybody but you. So what we're going to do is we're going to make these live on the internet. It took me a little while to find a good way to go about that. So we're going to use GitHub as a way of posting those. It's very nice and it's free. It's all online, um, but there are some rather specific steps that you got to go through in order to get me and share your files. Once they're live, you can share them with whomever. You can share them certainly with me. You can share them with anybody else that you like, grandma, people that you know that are in the business, aunts and uncles and that kind of stuff. So real quickly, here's what your site should look like. You should have an index page, and all this right now is going to be just somewhere on there. It's going to be links that are going to go to the other pages. Here is what we've been doing, or what I recommended, is that you create a folder called website 2, and that this is there we go. Just make sure that click gets done. So that inside of this, here are the 4 pages. We have our index page, and then we did 3 other pages. We had a greeting page, very simple. We had a rollover where you mouse over an image and it changes. And then we did a simple animation where the picture changed over time. Inside of, those are the pages. The pictures, the images that we're using, we put inside a folder called images. And so if I open that up, now I'm inside my images folder, and here's the basic picture. I called it a picture. That's on my greeting page. It's just a picture sits there and does nothing. On the rollover, I think it's called a funny image. It's bouncing between these 2 different pictures. Roll 1 is just a nice happy family. Roll 2 is the same family, except that I morphed all their faces so they look silly. Then the last page was a little animation that took place, and I had to put those all inside another folder. I didn't want this to be filled up with all those guys, so I created a folder called IMG Anim, and inside that, here are all of those different images that exist. Image 0 through 8. That means that there are therefore 9 pictures that are loaded up in there. So in order to get my website to work, I've got to replicate all of this, including the folders. The names have to be perfect. Capitalization matters. So this is called image animation capital A. It's got to be capital A when I upload. You may be able to get away with locally on your machine to not, where it will ignore capitalization. But when you put it up on the web, capitalization definitely matters. So the rollover, capital O, all of those kinds of things all have to be spot on right. If that works all in one place, it should work when we upload it. We just, again, have to make sure that our spelling and capitalization and all that kind of stuff is done correctly. So if I can replicate my website to all the contents of that over at GitHub, then I'm going to be good. So I created a video on how to do that. There's a step-by-step chart, not real long in terms of if you don't have a GitHub account. I'd say 90% of you probably do not. A few of you do, I know, but most do not. So I just want to show you what that's going to look like. So here is an account that I've got at GitHub. The only repository is my website. And if I click on that, this is going to be exactly the same thing as, so here's those 4 pages, the index, the greeting, the rollover, and image animation. That all looks great. And if I click on inside my images folder, here are those pictures. This text file is junk. Don't worry about that. I talk about that in the video and how to, as when you're doing the upload. And here's the folder for image anim. And if I click on that, here are all of those individual pictures starting at image 0, going to image 8. There's that extra little file that is thrown in there. So once I have that, that looks all great. I do have, they'll provide you with the URL for your site. Should look something like this, P3, whatever period you have my class, your last name, 2 digits of the year you graduate, .github.io/ my website. That's the name of my repository. And so this is live on the internet. If you go to that page, you'll be able to this address rather, you'll be able to see my little site. Here is my greeting page. And that all works. Put in some junk there, and now it should say hello junk, welcome junk anyway. Here's my image animation, and there's the nice family. I would like a title and a navigation back to that index page, but if I mouse over the picture, it changes back to the wonky one and back and forth. Very cute. And lastly, here is my animation page, me running at Fort Ord. Eventually this should load. There we go. And the start button is what kicks this whole thing off. So here I am, I was wearing a blue shirt, sunglasses are blue. And when I click on start, it's going to toggle through and just change more from that for you. So that is now live all on the interwebs. You can then send that to somebody if you like, send it to me, and we're all off to the races. So that's the goal for this week, for between now and Thursday, to create the account at GitHub, create a new repository, upload all of those images. And again, the whole goal is to make this site here exactly the same as what you got at over at GitHub. So the directions on how to create all that is on the weekly schedule. So here's the step-by-steps, the links to how to create that account if you need to do that. There's a video, kind of long, I guess, on the process that you need to follow in order to upload. I walk right from doing nothing to getting to go. And then if you could share your new address at a Google form, that'd be great. If you're not up to date, if you I didn't do the greeting page, or I didn't do one of them, all of the links to that is on this document. You just are gonna have to scroll down. It's kind of working backwards. Here is the so how to make the index page is here. How to do the greeting is also, there's a part A, part B, I guess. And then this was how to do the rollover. And then the animation page is also in here, right there. So just scroll through this list and you'll be able to find all of the shots on how to do that. A video that might help you walk through that. And then we'll be able to see those. So that'll be exciting. Hopefully we'll be able to see that by Thursday, if that can be the goal. Fantastic. Hope you're good. Hope you're enjoying the sun. Nice warm day. I'll see you soon. Bye.